Daenerys Targaryen. She says she is the mother of dragons. But would you trust her with your kids? Her father was a maniac. She palled around with Dothraki terrorists. She asked the city of Karth for a government bailout. Then she lost 3 baby dragons after placing them in an unlocked wooden box. An unlocked wooden box. This Khaleesi wants to be queen of the 7 kingdoms, but can she be trusted? Daenerys Targaryen. Wrong for dragons. Wrong for the realm. Paid for by the Committee to Protect Dragons.
We don't know anything about him.
He was never really vetted.
Is he really the true-born son of Robert Baratheon?
All over the 7 kingdoms, people are asking the same question. Who is the real King Joffrey? The people of Westeros are hurting. Winter is coming. Crop yields are falling, and the price of fuel is going up.
The cost of peat moss is through the thatched roof.
And this young and inexperienced king takes advice from a whoremongering imp and has launched an illegal war in the north. What is King Joffrey hiding? This is not our kind of family values. King Joffrey. What a bastard.
What a bastard.
Paid for by the young Baratheons for freedom. Robb Stark. He's the biggest celebrity in the North. But his father was a traitor. He arrested his own mother. His bastard brother deserted the Night's Watch. And he couldn't defend his own castle. Worst of all, Robb Stark hasn't stopped the wildlings from invading our lands and taking our jobs. He even has an illegal alien for a nanny. And now he wants to be king in the North? King? Some people say he's really a wolf. Some people say he eats dead people. We can't wait until it's too late. Send a raven to Winterfell now and tell Robb Stark to go back home. Stop eating dead people and defend the damn wall. This ad paid for by Crossbows GPS.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
When you can't find anything to watch on cable, you get bored. When you get bored, you listen to radio cooking shows. When you listen to radio cooking shows, you invite a friend over for dinner. When you invite a friend over for dinner, you use twice as many beans. When you use twice as many beans, you expel deadly farts that kill your friend's dog. When you kill your friend's dog, your friend becomes unstable. When your friend becomes unstable, you're sued for everything you're worth. When you're sued for everything you're worth, you're thrown to the streets. When you're thrown to the streets, you devote your life to world domination. When you devote your life to world domination, you become an evil fascist overlord. When you become an evil fascist overlord, old friends plot their revenge. When old friends plot their revenge, you are shot in the back of the head. And when you're shot in the back of the head, you miss your jazzercise appointment. Don't miss your jazzercise appointment. Upgrade to Indirect TV. Go online or call 1-800-DIRECT-TV.
Millions of Americans every day are shedding unwanted pounds by taking tested and proven Ultra Lipo Stick. Carbohydrates are bad, bad. Our carbo-fighting antioxidant is good, good. Just listen to these satisfied customers.
My name is Gail, and I lost like 20 pounds on Ultra Lipo Stick.
My name is Jared, and I lost 46 pounds using Ultra Lipo Stick.
My name is Zach, and I actually gained weight. This stuff sucks!
Ultra Lipo Stick is safe and easy to inject. Just 3 doses 4 times a day discreetly underneath your fingernail. Listen to this.
I used Ultra Lipo Stick and suffered from side effects like uncontrollable greasy discharge.
Ultra Lipo Stick, it turned the armpits of all of my shirts orange. This stuff is crap.
Try it today and see some real results. Ultra Lipo Stick. Not available in stores. Results may vary.
Most politically incorrect black man on the planet, Rod Eccles.
Well, hello, my fellow Americans. It is I, your lovable host, L-Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is live free or die. It is not big government or bust. And as usual, I check on a daily basis, as I did check today, and it has not changed. It is Thursday, April the 16th, in the year of our Lord 2015, the day after T-Day. T-Day was tax day yesterday. Hopefully everybody got their taxes out. If you owed money, I hope you took care of that payment. Hopefully you didn't owe anything. Hopefully, this is a perfect time of year right now to make plans so you do not owe the government next year. It's also a good time to plan to make sure that you are not going to get a huge refund next year. Now, don't give the government your money for free. I mean, it's an interest-free loan is what you're doing, is what you're giving them. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to give because after all, if you owe them money, they're not going to say it's interest-free, that's for sure. So don't use it as it. Learn how to be a little bit more fiscally responsible and disciplined and set the money aside yourself in a savings account. Here's an idea. Figure out, what your tax bill is this year. And, it'll give you a rough idea of what it will be next year. So then you go ahead and you adjust your deductions, your payroll deductions, so you get that money in your paycheck every week instead of giving it to the government. Then take that amount, and a lot of you will have automatic, payroll deposits, right? And a lot of companies that have these payroll deposits will let you deposit into multiple accounts. In fact, I know one company that will allow you to automatically deposit your paycheck into as many as 5 different accounts into 5 different banks. It doesn't all be the same bank. So you could have the bulk of it going into your checking account to pay, your living expenses and your bills. You'd have some of it go into a savings account, and some into a Christmas club account, and some into your own retirement account, your IRA or what have you, IRA, whatever you have, Roth. Just think about it. If you have to, get with a financial planner to help you. It doesn't cost anything if to go and at least speak to a financial planner. They'll give you some great ideas. Hopefully, they're giving you the ideas with the hope that you will utilize them But you could take that information and customize it for yourself. It's easy to do. You can do it. This is the land of the free, the home of the brave. And that means, land of the free, that you have the ability to take your own finances into your own hands. Even with the, as much as you possibly can, even with the government trying to, take as much as they possibly can. They have this, they're talking about getting rid of the so-called death tax or estate tax. Now, it is amazing to me how the liberals have been writing the narrative on this for years. And if you say that you want to get rid of the death tax, all of a sudden it's a tax break for the rich. A tax break. Now, let me put this into perspective for you. You see, you're a rich person. I don't care, what income level you think rich is, but let's just say you're a rich person. And you have an estate. And now you have paid taxes faithfully, dutifully, legally, your entire working life. So you owe nothing. You owe no taxes, no back taxes, no penalties. Your account is straight and even with the IRS. So you paid your taxes like you were supposed to. You paid all the taxes that you were legally obligated to pay under the law. Fine. And this is the case for most wealthy people. They pay their lifetime what they legally are obligated to pay. Now so that means all that money that you got to keep, that the government so generously let you keep, because you earned it, but the government let you keep all that money, or some of it, and let's say you invested it. You put some in savings, you put some in bonds, you put some in gold, you put some in stocks, maybe you put some in real estate. So you have all of this, over your lifetime, you've garnered all of these assets. You've worked hard, you've earned the money, you've paid the taxes, and you've garnered all of these assets with after-tax dollars. Understand, this is after-tax dollars now. You garner all of these assets, not income. You garner all these assets with after-tax dollars. Now, 35, 40 years later, after working, for 40 years or what have you, 30 years, you pass away. Now, when you pass away, and as we all will, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at things, we'll all have to die. So when your time comes and you die, let's say you've scrimped and saved and properly invested, and you did it smartly. You were smart and responsible with your money, and maybe you weren't rich, whatever amount that may be to you, throughout your working life. But you scrimped and you saved and you invested wisely and properly and conservatively, and you took risks that were good for you, that you thought for sure would pay back, and they did. And let's say, you build a net worth. Now, you don't have this income, but you have all these assets that make your net worth, say, $10 million. Because, you bought a couple of income-producing properties. Maybe one of them's small commercial plaza. You have a couple of small apartment buildings. And you have some bonds and you have some stocks and in your retirement account and everything. It all adds up to about $10 million. That's the value of it. That's not the cash that you get out of it every year. That's not what the estate is going to get in cash every year as income. But the value is, let's say, $10 million. Now, what the state and the federal government want to do after you die is say, hey, now that you've died, we're going to take those assets that you garnered and earned with your after-tax dollars, and we're going to tax that. We're going to tax the entire value. And by the time it's all said and done, by the time you get the bill for the state and the Fed, a lot of people realize, well, geez, that's a $5 million bill. Well, wait, your net worth is $10 million, and you got all that with after-tax dollars. Now the state is telling you, since you died, that you have to give the government $5 million of that $10 million value. The government says you have to give them $5 million